Mandee has been involved in many projects over her musical career, but has now fallen into the place she's always wanted to be. What place is that? Well, we'll find out right here on the Chris Top program.
As I sit here, I look down at this once great city. Its past riddled with manipulation, deception, and lies. If you weren't so blinded by your own obsession, you'd see the true villain. The mirror doesn't lie. Take a good look, and you'll see everything you truly detest. The future uncertain with the exception of one small detail. I am here to stay. No matter what you throw at me, no matter what you do to me, I'll keep coming, and I'll keep coming. I am the Dork Knight.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of black right back in 1970. We didn't know about the World Wide Web, was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove long hair, just walking in style with a portable MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How in the hell are you doing today, world? I'm excited to be doing a couple of interviews today because it's been a while. And when I first started doing interviews, it was mainly just to get the show out there more and to help artists at the same time. I figured, well, we could help each other. And I got into a little, I guess, a little groove where I was just doing interview, just one after the other. And it's fun. I love doing it, but then I miss doing the Chris Top program as well. So I had a chance to do a few of those. And now I'm doing interviews again, and I'm excited. See, that's what it's all about. It's about finding something that you love doing and then keeping it exciting, finding new ways to do it and present it. And that's basically what I'm doing on the show. And it's just, I'm super excited today because we've got Mandee Woods coming up in just a couple of minutes right here on the show. And then later on this evening at around, I think it's 6 o'clock Central Time, we've got Anna Fernandez on the show, and we may have her sister Betty too. I'm really just not sure about these two because you never know what to expect. And that's kind of what makes it fun as well. Or it could be just incredibly horrifying because it's live radio and you don't know exactly what's going to happen. Now today we've got 3 songs that we're going to play on the show that Mandee's going to sing for us. Well, not live. They're her recorded songs. But somehow, Grace and How Do You Know? And I've put these in order of my least favorite to my favorite. Now, I like them all. I do. But I saved my favorite for last because I like to taunt the... That's horrible, isn't it? I just now realized how horrible that is, that I like to taunt my guest. I'm such a horrible person. But they're all good songs. And I'm going to wait and tell her how I feel about them when I have her on the show. Now, I want you to join the chat. All you have to do is go over to the christopprogram.com. And I think it's real easy to sign up for the chat. It takes like 2 seconds, and then you can ask questions or interact with the show. And if you're listening on iHeartRadio or if you're listening on Stitcher or one of the other sites, I'm on like 30 different places. If you're listening on one of those places, then you're listening to an archive show. So you can always tweet with me, or you can leave messages on Facebook, and I'll talk about that on the next show. But I'm excited to talk to Mandee. We're going to play some country music today. See, and it's probably country music that you've never heard before because it's indie music. And I love this stuff because it's fresh and it's not the same old stuff that we hear on the radio just all the time. You know how the radio, they pick like 3 or 4 songs and they'll play them every hour. I mean, they're great songs most of the time. But then just after a while, you just like, oh, I want to hear something fresh. So that's what I'm going to bring to you today, something fresh. I feel like that's kind of like my job, okay, I'm just going to shut up. We got Mandee Woods coming up next on the Chris Top program.
Well, all of our lives, it's like a good book. You turn a few pages, then you open up the next chapter. A success story. Do you have what it takes? Have you already made it? What's your definition of success?
The music industry is brutal.
Los Angeles, New York City, Nashville, Tennessee. Are you just another face in the crowd?
Everybody knows it's not about how much talent you have. It's about who you know and how big your hooters are.
I just want to know if the dude's willing to flip burgers for 3 years while he makes minimum wage. Sometimes that's what it takes to be a star.
Why are people going to want to turn on the radio and hear your music?
Oh, so you think your song's good. Well, what makes it good? It's going to have to be great if you're going to make it in Nashville.
If Chris and I don't agree, they're not on the show.
What makes you special? What makes you unique?
Let me ask you this. Once your hard work pays off and you reach those dreams, are you willing to give anything back?
The Chris Top program starting a new chapter.
Are people going to want to read your book, or is it going to end up collecting dust in the discount section at Goodwill?
We want the best on this show, and that's what you're going to have to give it. Otherwise, it's time to go home.
The Chris Top program, this is where people come when they want to have a voice.
No, they are sadly mistaken if they think we just let anybody on this show.
Look, all we do is broadcast. You provide the hope. You provide the inspiration. You're the next great songwriter. You're the next great entertainer. This is where your song takes its first step.
The Chris Top program, working on being awesome worldwide.
Let's just face it, we're all a work in progress.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop. Take it from the top.
I get Dollar Shave Club blades delivered, so I always have a shave with a fresh blade. Does that make me a genius? Yes. Yes, it does. I use the 4X, aka the Lover's Blade. Just go to thechristopprogram.com and click on the Dollar Shave Club link, and you will never spend a fortune on shaving again. You might look at it as a great close shave experience, but I look at it as one step closer to being awesome.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top. I'm so happy to have you here today. You know what? You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place because you are listening to the Chris Top program. Mandee, how's it going today?
It's wonderful. It's cold.
Is it cold?
There's a lot of snow in my driveway.
Oh, my, now, you're in Canada, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how much snow? Okay, see, we had a lot of snow here in Tennessee. I guess it was last week, and it's still kind of lingering. But I think a lot of snow to us isn't a lot of snow to you.
Probably not. I mean, I should be used to it by now. I've lived in Canada my whole life, obviously, but I just can't get used to it. There's a lot of snow. So yeah, I got stuck in my driveway yesterday, and it was Yeah, not fun.
Now, so you're not comfortable driving on it yet? Because I just pictured that Canadians were like just speed racers on the snow. No problem.
Yeah, you'd think we'd have skis instead of tires, right?
Right.
But no, it's not something you get used to ever. It's,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not a wuss then. When it snows, I get a little scared. So I'm not really a wuss then.
Yeah, I get scared too, Chris. So
okay,
yeah,
sweet.
I think we're on the same page.
Next time it snows real bad, I'll call you. I'll be like, maybe it's snowing. What do I do?
Exactly. I'll be calling you as well.
we can be scaredy cats together. That'll be so
exactly.
much fun. Okay, now you are I've been listening to your songs the last couple of days trying to get ready for the interview. And I want to say this right off the bat. I love the fact that when you sing, have you lived every one of these songs? Because it feels to me like you've experienced this stuff, because you can't sing these songs the way that you sing them without actually living through some of this stuff. Or are you just good at faking it? I didn't mean it like that.
I wrote all my songs, so
Right.
they're definitely some of them are personal, and sometimes you just put yourself in other people's shoes. I think when you have a compassionate heart, you tend to be able to put the emotion into it. So yeah, I mean, sometimes they're personal and sometimes not, but I definitely feel every word I sing. That's for sure.
Okay. Now, what I did, and I do this with every artist, and don't take this the wrong way when I say it, but I put them in order, and I saved my favorite one for last. And I'm not going to tell you which one that is.
Okay.
Okay? Now, that doesn't mean I don't like the other two. I do. I like them all, but I saved my favorite one for last. And I think it, not because I think maybe not, it's not lyrically a better song, I don't think, but I was just able to relate to it more, I guess, myself.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. I would do the same.
Yeah, so it's just an opinion thing for me. But they're all good songs, for sure. And you definitely put me in the situation when you sing the song. I almost feel like I'm you. And I'm there, and this stuff is around me. And I like the way that you give me those little 4-minute escapes.
Yeah, well, that's good. And, I think that that's what music's for, is to be able to connect, with people in the lyrics and put yourself in that place. So I think that's what music's really about, so.
Sure. Now, did you write these by yourself, or did you collaborate with anyone?
No, I wrote them myself. I play the guitar and all that. I put the chords and arrangements together, and then with the help of Roy Nickel, who's actually the drummer for April Wine, is a very popular Canadian band, and he helped me through his studio, and we made a really good team. So it all came out pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Now, have you ever had a chance to make it to Nashville, or is that one of the things on your bucket list, or what?
Oh, it's definitely on my bucket list. I have not been out there. I'm working on it. I'm working on going all over the place, hopefully, and that's definitely a place that I want to go. Absolutely, it'd be a lot of fun, actually.
Now, if you come to Nashville and I don't know about it, I'll be wicked upset with you.
I'll call you when I'm in town, I promise.
You have to. I'm going to hold you to
that.
We'll grab
a beer.
Okay, now, if I see your Twitter and I find out you were in Nashville and didn't call me, I'm going to be upset.
I know. You're going to hunt me down.
All right. Well, I don't know, because you're Canadian, and your hunting skills are probably better than mine, even though I'm from Tennessee.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Right.
Good one.
Okay, now, I'm going to start out with my first song, or your first song. Now, it's called Somehow.
Great.
Now, tell me about this song. Peel back some layers for me. What's it about?
Well, I think, I wrote this song. I think we've all been in a relationship that wasn't probably the best for us. But, you tend to hang on to those ones sometimes. And basically the song's just about the person who kind of knows how to get to you in the end that, you end up going back to, and you probably shouldn't have gone back to, but you went back anyways. So that's basically what the song is about. And I think we've all been there.
Yeah, we've all been there, done that.
Yeah, all been there, done that.
And I'll tell you what, I may be stereotyping a little bit, but it seems like it happens with women more than men.
I think so. I think women are a lot more emotionally attached, and I think that's definitely true.
Okay, so this song definitely relates to you then. I mean, you've been through this one. You've experienced this one for sure.
Absolutely. Especially a first love or something like that. Probably the ones that are the hardest to let go of, and then once you grow and you've been through a couple of relationships, you don't hold on as tight, right? So.
Absolutely. Now, I'm assuming there was a particular guy in mind when you wrote this?
No, not necessarily.
Now, are you saying that just to be safe so I don't probe?
Yeah.
Okay, just answer this. Just answer this.
Maybe when we have a beer sometime, Chris, we'll go through that
in private. Okay, one question. You can answer it if you want to, but you don't have to.
Sure.
Okay. Has he heard it?
No.
Okay. Now, if he had heard it, I know I said one question, but if he had heard it, would you feel a little bit of closure?
No, not necessarily. That's a hard question to answer right now.
Sure, I understand, but I think a lot of times when people write songs, I think that is the closure. In a lot of ways, because talented people are like that. They write songs, they make movies, they paint pictures, they do radio broadcasts. It's therapy.
Yeah, absolutely. Music is just such a great escape for any situation. I mean, and I'm lucky to have that. I'm lucky to be able to express myself that way because, it's life gets hard at times, and it's great to kind of go to my own place in my own zone and write it down or express it. So
Absolutely.
It's great.
And it's lucky. We're all lucky that we have talented people like you out there, just because we can't do that. You sort of help us provide that escape with the music.
Exactly.
So that's a good thing. And now we're going to play somehow, and then when we come back, we're going to let